Hare Krishna, welcome everybody for Krishna Ratri program. Today we have with us His Grace Srivas Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, and Prabhuji is my mentor. He is my Shiksha Guru, and when during his stay in Bangalore, Prabhuji has inspired hundreds of devotees. He has cultivated and he has conducted so many programs and so many festivals, and we were very happy with Prabhuji's association and especially Prabhuji's kind-heartedness, his guidance, and his training for all of us, how to teach Bhagavad Gita, how to train people, how to connect people, especially during the festivals like Vaikuntha Ekadasi, Janmashtami. All these things were taught by Prabhuji only. And today we are serving all of you. This is because of Prabhuji's training and guidance. And without his blessings, without his mercy, nothing could happen in our Krishna consciousness life. Today, we are getting up early in the morning and joining Mangalarti. And this is the model, and this is the format, this is the method given by Prabhuji. And if today, till today, it is going successful, means the Sarvakarana Karanam is our Srivas Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu. So we give a warm welcome for Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Over to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dandavatana.
Hare Krishna, all glories to Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna Prabhu. So, thank you for the invitation and an opportunity to speak. But I think once or twice I shifted it. I'm very sorry. Today also supposed to shift, then I thought it's not good. Again shifting. Okay. Hare Krishna. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodhanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Shri Radha Madhav ki Shri Prabhupada ki Shri Gurudev ki Julan Yatra Maha Mahotsav ki Gaur Premanande Hari Gaur Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayesha Badreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki. Hare Krishna. So I thought of reading a shloka from Bhagavad Gita, sorry, Bhagavatam, first canto, third chapter, I think 28th or 29th, I'm not sure. I'll just open it. I think 3.28. Yes. Bhagavatam, first canto, third chapter. Ete chamshakala pumsha Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indrarivyakulam Lokam Mridhayanti Yuge Yuge. Or translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All of the above mentioned incarnations are either uh, Yeah, sorry, bro. I think there was a call and because I'm attending from mobile data, it screwed up. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, just a minute. Yeah, all of the above mentioned incarnations are either plenary portions or portions of the plenary portions of the Lord, but Lord Shri Krishna is the original personality of Godhead. All of them appear on planets whenever there is a disturbance created by the atheists, the Lord incarnates to protect these. So anyway, I think if you read purport is little longer. So we will go ahead. Arihi Om Tat Satom Aghyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakya Chakshurun Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Om Vishnu Padhaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshadharine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaurabhakta Vrindare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Oh, is my voice clear?
Yes, Prabhuji, loud and clear.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you.
Prabhu.
The video I switched off because there is a break and also I just wanted to.
It's okay, bro. It's okay.
Hare Krishna. So, uh, so very happy to be amongst the devotees of Radha Gopinath Circle. So, I would like to thank Mathurapati Prabhu and Parabhakti Mataji for this opportunity. So, so we are just in a countdown of 8 days. Hare Krishna. 8 days of Janmashtami. Today is actually Friday. Next Saturday is Janmashtami. So it's Krishna's appearance day, very important day for us because Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Aham Sarvasya Prabhavo Matta Sarvam Pravartate Iti Matva Bhajante Mam Bhuta Bhava Samanvitaha. So Krishna says, I am the proprietor of the whole spiritual world and material world. So we are celebrating Lord Krishna's Swayam Bhagavan's appearance day. And for the followers of ISKCON, this marks a very important day in our Krishna conscious life. So it is mentioned, Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam Eko Bahunam Yovidati Kaman. So the one Supreme Lord, he expands into many. So the reason is people may ask why the Lord has to expand. And it is said that just to increase his pleasure, the Lord expands. And Prabhupada gives an example, husband and wife are enjoying after marriage. So then somebody may ask, why child? They both can be happy, no? So then Prabhupada says that, no, by having a child, they'll be more happy. So similarly, Krishna expands as his the expansions and the separated expansions. Binna Prakriti. So these are all expansions are done just to increase his pleasure. So to understand Krishna's tattva, it is mentioned that there are two expansions, Swamsa, Vibhinnamsa. Okay. I'll just speak a few. Maybe I think you all would have heard lot of pastimes. I think how many days it have been, around 2 weeks. I'm going to speak a little philosophy today and little
Okay.
blending with pastime. So Swamsa and Vibhinnamsa. So Swamsa is actually the personal expansion of the Lord. Vibhinnamsa is the separated expansion. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, 7th chapter, Binna Prakriti Ashtada. Separated expansion are my living entities. So in Swamsa, again, actually there are two expansions. That is Prakasha, then that is Vilasha. And then Prakasha is actually direct expansion. Like the example which is given is actually Krishna expands with the same potency. You can see when Krishna was dancing with the gopis in Rasa Leela, there are millions of billions of gopis, and Krishna was dancing, and every expansion of Krishna was equally potential. There is no difference at all. Same, that is why it's called Prakasha expansion. And there is something called Vilasha expansion. It's like, they are not equal, but still they are equal. So that is how it is, Vilasha, that is the Vishnu Tattva. Like how we have Balaram, and then the Chaturbika avatar, then Narayana, and like times. So now, what is special with Krishna? So we know that the living entity, when it is relating with Krishna, it has 5 kinds of rasas. No, you'll have read over as read Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. It talks about Santarasa, Dasya Rasa, Sakya Rasa, Vatsalya Rasa, Madhurya Rasa. So when it comes to Krishna, it is mentioned that all 5 kinds of rasas are possible with Krishna. And especially with other tattvas, Narayana or other things, we may not be able to do Madhurya Rasa. But with Krishna, we can do Madhurya Rasa. So the Madhurya Rasa is like, the conjugal relationship, lover. Like, so one may ask, what is the great difference between being a lover? Actually, Swabhava, the two types of relationship, even in husband-wife and a loving relationship, they're like, who all have married, they may have experience. Before marriage, you interact with the to-be wife, no? That rasa is very high. After marrying, you have some rasa. But actually, before marriage, that rasa is, you have not yet married. So that kind of a loving relationship is something like, that's something like called as a conjugal love. It's a madhurya rasa. Okay. So Krishna gives that kind of a higher experience, especially how he had with gopis. So Supreme Lord, he comes to perform his pastimes. And on top of performing his pastime, his important leela is actually to attract the conditioned souls to the spiritual world. So because we all have experience here, this material world is a place of misery. And Krishna says, Dukkhalayam Ashashvatam. So we have come to this material world, and we have taken up Krishna consciousness, and our job is finishing our business in this material world and going back home, back to Godhead. That is our business. Like, we may say, Prabhu is very miserable. How can I practice? How can I do this? All these complaints we may have after coming to Krishna conscious also. So Prabhupada said, you go to a toilet, then it will be very stinky, especially Indian toilets will be difficult. Public toilets are very tough to explain. So you all have experience. So when you go there, you have come to finish your business, correct? To clear your stomach and go. Now there you sit there and say that, this is very bad, yeah. This is very stinky. How can I do that? We have to finish the business and get out of the toilet, correct? So similarly, the material world is very miserable place. We are here to finish our business of this material world and go back home, back to Godhead. And what is this solution to all these miseries? And Krishna consciousness, especially Krishna Katha, is the only solution. There is a very nice instruction by Kapila Muni to his mother Devahuti. In the 25th chapter of Shrimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, I think 23rd verse, he says, Madashraya Katha Mishrai, Shrinvanti Katayanti Cha, Tapanti Vivita Sthapanayaitan, Mad Gati Chetashaha. Krishna saying, Kapila Muni is telling, my devotees take my shelter, Madashraya, and in my shelter they discuss Katha. And that Katha discussion is Mrishti. Mrishti is delightful, very blissful and happy. And then he says, Shrinvanti Katayanti Cha. They do Katha and they do Shrinvanti and Katayanti. By doing that, he says, Tapanti Vivida Stapa. Tapanti means like, misery. Devotees, for them, Tapanti Vivida Stapa Nayethan. Naitan means there no misery for a devotee. Because Mad Gata Chetashaha, because he is always in my consciousness, hearing about me, discussing about me. So this is the glory. That's why Prabhupada made every day Bhagavatam classes there in the ISKCON temples. And we have an opportunity to hear every day. So the goal of life is to develop unalloyed devotion to the Supreme Lord's lotus feet. So that is why Kunti Maharani prays. He says, Tvayi Ananya Bhavena, Tvayi me Ananya Vishaya, Madhir Madhupati Asakrit, Ratir Udvahitam Adha, Gange Vaugam Mutanvati. He says, my dear Supreme Lord, I want to develop unalloyed, overflowing devotion unto you. Because you are Madhupati. So, then he says, Ratir Udvahatam Iha. Like, I want attraction without obstruction. My devotion should be like, without obstruction. And she gives an example, Gange Augam Udhanvati. Like Ganges. I don't know how many of you actually taken bath in Ganges in Kasi. I think we went to Kasi, a long time before. I don't know. In Coimbatore, we went in 2018, but I think we went to Gaya or Prayag, I think we went. Kasi, I don't remember. But in Kasi, it's very near to Gangotri. If you stand there, you'll fall down. Its force is very high. Maybe in Mayapur also, you may have a push, but not like how Ganges in Kasi, that place. So, Kunti Maharani is praying, give me unobstructing devotion like Ganges flows. So, we have the nature of the soul is to simply love Krishna and to develop that loving devotional service to Krishna, which we have forgotten. And we actually connect by connecting ourselves with the super soul, by developing prema. One can easily come back to his original constitutional position. So, coming back to today's topic, there are different incarnations. So, the different incarnations, they exhibit different qualities. So, there are innumerable qualities, especially 64 in number. So, like, one of the quality exhibited by the Supreme Lord's incarnation, Narsinghadev, is anger. You would have all seen in the Mahavatar Narsimha's movie. I don't know how many of you went. If you have not gone, you should go there. Hope I think Mathurapati Prabhu would have taken whole Radha Gopinath circle. Yes, yes, Prabhu is telling yes. Amazing, huh? So, like, picture makes a lot of influence to our mind rather than hearing. So there we saw how much anger was Narsinghadev. Huh? Amazingly, they are portrayed. So the anger is by Narsingha Avatar, and Ramachandra Bhagavan is a Maryada Purushottama. He exactly follows what is all given in the scriptures, everything. But all these things are exhibited by Lord Krishna in his incarnation, who is a Leela Purushottama. And if you take from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, I don't know how many of you have read that particular transcendental attributes pastime chapter. It is mentioned that 64 kinds of qualities are there. That all 64 qualities are actually is exhibited by Lord Krishna. And then 60 qualities are exhibited by Lord Narayan. 55 qualities by Lord Shiva, 50 qualities by Lord Brahma. So, Jiva Tattva, who can go to a level of Brahma, can exhibit 50 qualities at the most. And Krishna's pastimes are very transcendental because he exhibits all 64 qualities in full 100%. So that is why Krishna's pastimes are very sweeter. Correct? When I say sweet, you like taking gulab jamun. When you take a gulab jamun with full of rasa, lot of juice, you take it out, put it in your tongue, and you just bite the sugar syrup will splash out. Correct? And it will be nectar. So like that, Krishna's pastime is Madhuram. So Krishna is very attractive. Like one foreigner comes to India, and first he goes to they are not much know about God and other things. Maybe they'll worship Lord Jesus Christ as Christians, and they don't have much picture about God. So he goes to a Durga temple, and she sees a very ferocious forms of Durga Devi, and she, very ferocious with a trishul and then a skull garland. Got scared, and then he goes to a Ganesha temple, and then Ganesha is sitting on a mouse, and then he looks different. So then finally he goes to different temples, and he goes to Lord Shiva's temple. He sees a linga, and somewhere he sees Shiva meditating, and finally he goes to Krishna's temple, where he sees a photo of Krishna with a flute and a lot of associates very happily around him with some monkeys, peacocks, gopas. Then he comes out, and Prabhupada says, I confide now, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because I saw all God everywhere going, they're all engaged in some or other. But Krishna is supremely blissful with his associate, very happy. So that is how nobody taught that foreigner that Krishna is supreme. So he got convinced by seeing the form of the Lord. Correct? So in the next 15 minutes, I would like to mention that 4 extra qualities of the Supreme Lord, which makes him the Supreme. And these qualities, the 4 in number, are it's like, Rupa Madhuri, Leela Madhuri, Venu Madhuri, Prema Madhuri. So I'll speak few words on these, and now I'll bring some pastimes to give you some life. You have been hearing only philosophy, and so the first is Rupa Madhuri. the form of Krishna, the Rupa, is very sweet. That is why Krishna is called what? The name Krishna is called Krishna Akarshanam, one who attracts. The form of Krishna is very, very attractive. And it is mentioned once a thief was actually stealing. And it's a big pastime, I will shorten it. So he was stealing, and that particular day, no customers. So finally he got bored, and he finally landed in Mathura, landed a village near Mathura. And then he landed in a satsang, where a sadhu is speaking. Janmashtami, like how here is fast approaching. So that time also it was fast approaching, and he was very frustrated. Suddenly, when he was going around, he heard that Yashoda Mai decorated Krishna with a pearl necklace, and he gave a diamond bracelet. So this thief, no, his ear got attracted. Diamond, pearl, gold, silver. He went and sat in the class. So then he narrated everything. And then the sadhu asked at the end of the class, any questions? So this thief raised the hand. They said, where can I find the boy? That sadhu never expected this. So he said, where can I find? So that was actually during Krishna's pastime. Okay. So he said, yeah, you can find him in Vrindavan. Then he asked another question. How can I go to Vrindavan? Then he said, oh, you go catch a rickshaw or whatever it is, and then you go like this, go like this. So he was very eager. I was wondering, I want to see Krishna, I want to see Krishna. But it is like, his heart is full of Badra, impurities. That because what is the Badra? I want to steal everything from Krishna. That was the Badra, right? The impurity. But he went eager, and Prabhupada says he went and very far inquired in Vrindavan, where is this boy like this, like this? They said, oh, what is the time? No, maybe you're gone for grazing cows. You go to this, this thing, you go there, everything. You go to this vana, and then finally he goes, and at the far he sees Krishna. And he comes to steal everything from Krishna, and finally he's eagerly going to see Krishna, and he saw Krishna. He forgot everything. Importantly, what he forgot? That he has to steal. See, a thief, have you ever seen he's forgetting to steal? So that is the attraction of Krishna. What to speak about others? Krishna in Dwaraka, one day he goes to the palace. There all pillars are bedecked with jewels. So he goes to a pillar and he sees him. He says, oh, who is this person? So beautiful, so attractive. And it is said that he fell unconscious. Because Krishna saw Krishna and he got unconscious. Then I'm going to tell you a very amazing pastime. Amazing pastime. You should go to chapter number 89 of Krishna book. That's a assignment for you all in the super excellent pastime of Krishna. So in Dwaraka, there was a Brahmana. So it is said that the rulers, the king's duty is to see to that the kingdom and the citizens, the Brahmanas are all well caretaken. So this Brahmana, he gave birth to a child, and the child died. And it is a Akala Mrityu. I don't know how many of you know this Mrityu. There is something called Akala Mrityu. Akala Mrityu means unforeseen death. Like, somebody goes through the whole life, everything, and when it is 70 years, 80 years, his son is grown, he has a grandson, everything is fine, he dies. That's how those days they used to die. Nowadays, it's all ulta, right? Father will be there and the son will die. All different things. It's all called as Akala Mrityu. So that's why when we take Charnamrit, what we say, Akala Mrityu Haranam Sarvyavyadi Vinashanam Vishnu Patotakam Pitva Shirashe Dharayamya. So we sing this, say that by taking this Charnamrita, my dear Lord, I should not have an Akala Mrityu. So this one child died, and then again he had another child. So like that, 9 child died. So then one day he went to the kingdom of Ugrasena and he started shouting, "What kind of a rule you are doing, Ugra Sena? In your rule, my child is dying. When I am there. How is that possible? This shows that there is some fault in your ruling. First, the son has to die, father has to die. Then only a son has to die when he is grown up. Everything when he does his ruling and all his responsibilities over, then only he has to die." So he's chastising like anything, and uh, Arjuna was there. Arjuna saw this. Arjuna saw this, and then he felt very bad. He said, "How's that? As a Brahmana, you're saying, yeah, whatever you say is correct only. We are supposed to take care of the Brahmanas, everything, but I don't know what has happened." And uh, Arjuna said, "Don't worry. Okay, I have my Gandiva bow and I have my Pasupati Astra, which is given by Lord Shiva himself personally. So don't worry, you go and have another child. And I will, with my bow and arrow, I will protect the child." And very interesting here, uh, little mind bewildering also, very important, please hear attentively. Arjuna saw Krishna was there, Balram was there, Aniruddha was there, Pradyumna was there, Sankarshna was there, all Chaturviga grandsons, sons of Krishna was there, and all children were dying. So he thought maybe Krishna's power and Balram's power has reduced, and he took shelter of a demigod, Lord Shiva. He prayed to Shiva. He understood that maybe something wrong, they don't have power. So that's how Prabhupada is writing, people who are blindfolded, Kamaistaite Ritadjnana Prapadyante Anya Devataha. Sometimes we may feel, oh, it's not working with Krishna. Let me go to Ganesha temple. So many days I've chanted Hare Krishna. What I wanted or misery is not going. So let me take a break. And they will tell devotees, Prabhu, just give me a break. I'm going to Ganesha temple and the Sani Bhagavan temple. I will get solution there. But for a devotee, that's a great test. Very great test. So Arjuna was actually he's a pure devotee, but Krishna puts him into that kind of a situation and shows to the whole world that there are all opportunities are there in your life to get betrayed from pure devotion service. For a pure devotee, whatever happens, if Krishna doesn't sanction, I will wait. This is our pure devotee's consciousness. So Arjuna, what he said, okay, you go. And he prays to Lord Shiva and he tells you go on. Then he takes and is about to give birth. The Brahmana goes and calls. First he says, the Brahmana tells, what Arjuna, Balram is there, Krishna is there, nothing is happening. What are you are going to do? Then he says, don't worry. He became very proud. I have my Gandiva, I have my Pasupati Astra. I will take care because I fought with the Lord Shiva and got this. He told all these things. And he told, if the child dies, I will enter Agni Pravesham. I will enter the fire. So then he believed, the Brahmana believed, and he calls, when the child is going to take a birth, he calls Arjuna, come. And he stands with his bow and arrow and shoots. He's ready to shoot. We'll see what happens. Nothing will happen like that, he says. The child comes out. And the Brahmana is very happy. Then immediately he keeps the child in the earth. Bush, the child dies. Krishna, Arjuna was really taken back. And then he said, let me take shelter of Krishna. And then he starts traveling to Yamaloka. Because he wants to find all the 9 children. He goes to the Yamaloka. Nothing is there. He's not able to find. What is the time? Oh, 8:37. Sorry. I have to finish fast. Okay. So he goes to Yamaloka. No. Then he goes to Indraloka. No. He goes to Varunaloka. He goes to Surya Loka. He goes to all lokas. He's unable to find the child. So he comes back and he feels bad, and the Brahmana shouts at him, what kind of a Kshatriya you are? You told, I will take care, I am like this, like this. And for a Kshatriya, humiliation is worse than death, Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, correct? So infamy is very worse than death for a Kshatriya. So he feels very bad, and then he creates a fire, and he is ready to enter fire. So at that time, Krishna feels very bad. Arjuna, don't do that. It is a bad name for me. That if you're going to the fire and you kill yourself, then later you may say, Krishna, what you did for your devotee. And then that's a great infamy for me when it comes to protecting my devotees. So he said, don't worry, come on, let us go to a very important place. I think the child is there. And he gets his chariot and he gets the 4 horses. I don't remember all. Mega Pushpa, then Sugriva. What are the other 2 names? I don't remember. You can take Krishna book and read, and they all get into the chariot, and Krishna drives, and Arjuna is sitting there. So they are driving. He goes into the north, and then he drives. He goes, pierces the planet, and then he goes to the goes into the topper planets, and he goes to the Varshas. You know that, no? In 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, how we have all these planets are like, dvipas. It is explained very clearly about how Saptadvipa. If you read in 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, you have the Saptadvipas, and these planets are different. He goes through all these things, and finally he goes to the border of the universe. Arjuna is saying, Krishna, where are you taking me? You are taking me to different places. I lost faith on you. I took shelter of other people, and he feels very bad. So it's very important. In Krishna consciousness, a pure devotee is like, always he has to take shelter of Krishna. If you're praying to something in material life and it's not happening, you should always understand it is sanction of Krishna. That is why it's not happening. So when you don't have that faith, even if you are initiated devotee, you will stop chanting and going to different demigods temple, then your devotional service is doomed. So Arjuna feels very bad for losing faith on Krishna and everything. And then he crosses the border. And then he goes to the Viraja. That is where in the Viraja, the material ocean is there. Spiritual ocean is there. In the spiritual ocean water, there is one portion.
In that one portion is the Karnava ocean. You know 3 Vishnus, correct? Karnodakshayi Vishnu, Shirodakshayi Vishnu, Garbhodakshayi Vishnu. Shirodakshayi Vishnu is within the ocean only, within this material universe only. But now Krishna takes Arjuna with his 4 horses. Before when he goes there, actually the place is very dark. The 4 horses, they get disturbed. It's very darker. When Krishna understands, actually you should all read it. We don't have time. I think I've already passed 2 minutes. I'll take 3 minutes and finish. So he passes through and it's very dark, and Krishna takes his Sudarshan Chakra and throws out, and then it is very brilliant. It is said that Sudarshan Chakra's effulgence is thousands and hundreds and thousands of sun's effulgence. What to speak of one sun? When summer we become 44 degree Prabhu. You go to Andhra, you ask Mathurapati Prabhu and Parabhakti Mataji. That's all. You don't have a AC room, that's all, you die. You always with AC. So if you are sun, there's thousands and thousands of sun, correct? So then the effulgence come out, and then they see the Brahmajyoti. So then they cross the Brahmajyoti in the Karnava ocean. They see a beautiful palace, bedecked with jewels. And inside the palace, there is actually the Anantasesha, milk-colored Anantasesha with thousands of hoods. And in the hoods, thousands of hoods are there. In each hood, there are 2 eyes, very powerful. And in the hood, there is a Shang jewel. So on top of it, you see Mahavishnu. Hare Krishna. Mahavishnu is lying with his 8 hands. This is Karnodakshayi Vishnu. His hands are stretching to his knees, and the garlands are actually stretching to his feet, the lotus garlands. And then, it is mentioned there is a Kastuba Muni in his neck, and then is a Srivatsa symbol in his chest where Lakshmi Devi resides. Nanda, Sunanda, all the Shaktis of the Lord are sitting. Amazing form. Krishna is seeing Arjuna. Arjuna is opening his mouth. What kind of a form it is. Amazing. You can see that in Krishna book, that painting is there. Amazing form. And then he feels very bad, and he sees that, my friend Krishna, I actually didn't take his shelter like that. Anyway, you read it, and then the interesting is Mahavishnu is seeing, and Krishna is paying obeisances to Mahavishnu to set an example. Even though Krishna is the Supreme Lord, he is paying obeisances and setting an example in this world. Whoever you are, you should be always humble. And he is the Adi Guru. Krishna is Adi Guru. So then, coming back to our real class, Mahavishnu is telling to Krishna and Arjuna, you both are Naranarayana Rishis. You have come to this world as Krishna and Arjuna to perform this pastime. I know why you have come. To take this 9 children, correct? I only brought this because I wanted to see Krishna. He's so attractive. Mahavishnu is so attractive. And that Mahavishnu wanted to see Krishna. See, Rupa Madhuri. How amazing it is, correct? So, we are all very fortunate. I'll finish in 1 minute. Then Leela Madhuri, Yenu Madhuri, then Prema Madhuri is next Janmashtami.
Maybe remind me, bro. I'll speak about other. But anyway, see the
In
lesson
between,
for
we
us
will
is,
call you, bro. In between,
yeah,
we will invite you, bro.
the lesson is Krishna is amazing. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given this great opportunity for us chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. We can attain Lord Krishna's lotus feet. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Simply, uh, it is Parama Karuna Pahutu Hijana, Nithai Gaura Chandra, Tava Yavatara Taro Siromani Kevala Ananda Kanta. Have you ever seen by eating a gulab jamun, by chanting Hare Krishna, dancing in Kirtan, you can go to Goloka Vrindavan? Is there any other process than this? And if you feel this process is very difficult, Prabhu, means you are the most unfortunate person. More than that, I cannot say anything. So don't uh, miss this wonderful opportunity. Take this great opportunity, utilize it, and bring Krishna into your heart on the Janmashtami. Dedicate your life to Lord Krishna. Dedicate to Srila Prabhupada's mission and try to perfect your life. And Bharata Bhumite Hoilya Manusha Janma Janma Shartha Kori Pada Upakar. So you perfect your life and perfect others' life. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. शिशि जन्माष्टमी महामहोत्सव की, कृष्ण भगवान की, शिशि राधा कृष्ण चंद्र की, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की, चैतन्य महाप्रभु की, गुरुदेव की, गौ प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि. हरे कृष्ण.